complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really...
Back in Week 8, the Jaguars lost the blowout in their first game against the Colts. Can Indianapolis sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is a quick lesson on how. defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hendricks, he finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
Throwing on 1st down. Hendricks got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 208, tying Jerry Rice for the most ever in NFL history. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Hendricks. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Left side, he finds Pierce. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw on second down. Hendricks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 209, breaking Jerry Rice's record. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Jones. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hendricks. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hendricks. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 61 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Colts to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hendricks, he finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Hendricks, right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hendricks. And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor adding to his NFL record in touchdowns. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Oh, what a move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, it's Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, no, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hendricks. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Now a give to Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hendricks toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Jones on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Jones. Flush. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, Hendricks. He's going up top for Taylor. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Looking to throw. Hendricks. Yeah, he's got it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Hendricks. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead. Point after, right down the middle. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Colts, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.